What is up, guys? It's Meg. Welcome back to Meg After Dark. We are back in the car again for our second video of the day. Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 premiere crossover event. This is my review for it. What did you guys think of the episode? So much hype behind this episode. I'm so interested to know what your guys' thoughts are. Were you excited? Like, not excited for it, but did you love it? Was it everything you hoped for? I hate to... Okay, and somebody told me on my The Walking Dead reaction that I'm hard to please. Are you fucking kidding me? I am the least hardest person to please. I have not said one fucking bad thing about The Walking Dead this entire season 8, and then I say I was not that happy with the finale, and everybody's like, you're so hard to please. Bitch, please. I'm the easiest person to please. I love this show. Okay, but that being said, Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 premiere, I was again underwhelmed. I think because, so let me just say, I did enjoy it. It was just that I was so hyped to see Madison and the aftermath of the dam and is Daniel alive, and the promos were so good. The trailers for Fear the Walking Dead were so good that I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this new place they're living. I want to see Nick. I want to see Strand, even though most of the time I don't like Strand. You know, I want to see Luciana. How did Luciana get back with them? Because she was not there at the end of season 3. So there's so much going in my head. We watched the episode. It is all about Morgan and how he gets there, and these two new characters, Althea and John, which I really enjoyed getting to know them. I was just very disappointed that our only time that we saw our favorite characters was the last minute of the episode, and they appeared to be the bad guys. But let's backtrack. We'll go into that more, but I want to talk about just kind of what we saw in this episode. So Morgan has been living at the junkyard where Jadis had lived. And again, I was so hoping that in his time there, no, we don't really know how long he had been there. Long enough for Jesus to come visit him, Carol to come visit him, Rick to come visit him, probably other people came and visited him, basically all trying to talk him into coming back, bringing him back into the fold of the group, letting him know that he needed to be around people, people he cared about, people who cared about him. So I felt like they were trying to show us that a little bit of time had passed, basically enough time for multiple people to come and say you know, let's have a talk, you can come back, you can't run. So I was hoping that he would explore the junkyard a little bit. I was so hoping for some sort of underground bunker or something, you know, with radios and helicopters. And I was so hoping to have the helicopter come, and maybe that's how he gets out of here, that the helicopter comes in and he flags the helicopter down or something. But we didn't freaking see anything with the helicopter. I was told that we would get closure on everything in The Walking Dead so that it was a complete fresh start for season 9. We did not get closure on the helicopter, and I'm very angry about it. That was the most interesting thing that I was waiting for. So after Rick's talk with Morgan, I think what made Morgan run really was Rick saying, you can't run. And Morgan, he doesn't want to be around people anymore. He was so reminding me of Carol, and how Carol didn't want to kill anymore, but she knew that she would in order to protect the people that she loves. So in order to not have to be put in that situation anymore, she left. And eventually, you know, Morgan brought her back and everything. But Morgan, at this point, he doesn't want to do that anymore. And he is in that no-kill mindset where he wants to live that way, but he doesn't feel like he can be around people anymore. So we see him heading cross country, pretty much. We see him get in a car and drive until the gas runs out. We see him walking. We see him running. We see him getting into another car and driving until the tire blows out. So there's a sense of time passing, and although it didn't really feel like a lot of time had passed, but you know, you can't have him walking the entire episode or running the entire episode. So he comes across this John character. I did not think I was gonna like Garrett Dillahunt. I watched most of Fear again today after filming my reaction last night. And so the second time around, I liked John a lot more. He's very weird, but like there's a little bit of like comic relief there that's like unintentional on his part. So I did enjoy that. So we meet John. He has obviously not been around people for a long time. He is very like, he just wants to be around someone, and he seems like a very good person. And Morgan tries to get away from him, and he just can't seem to shake him. Both Morgan and John get kind of trapped, captured by these men who we really don't know anything about, except that they want to take all of their stuff, and I don't know if they were gonna kill them or not. But then we see Althea. We're introduced to Althea, who has this like awesome like SWAT vehicle type thing filled with like supplies, and has like machine guns like attached to the side. I don't even know where she came up with this, but it's pretty awesome. And she trades for these prisoners. And for a moment there, you think that there's something more sinister going on when they say like, you can let us out on the side of the road. And she's like, you didn't think I saved you just to let you go. So I thought like, oh, she could be a bad guy here. Like, we don't know if she's good or bad or what. She could have something awful planned for these two. Turns out it's not so sinister. She's interviewing people and making videos, like recording their life stories, or like how they got to be where they are, and we don't really know why she's doing it. And but it's interesting because so she interviews John. We learn a little bit more about John. She tries to interview Morgan. Morgan just does not really, like, he gives her a little bit here and there. And one of the biggest things that he gave her is he said, I lose people and then I lose myself, which we've heard him say in the commercials and stuff. But it made a lot of sense here, is that, you know, what sent him spiraling was when he lost Henry's brother, who I can't think of his name. He was training him. And what sent him spiraling into this kill mode again, Killer Morgan, was the loss of that kid, that young kid. And so it makes a lot of sense why he doesn't want to care about people anymore, so that he doesn't lose them and then lose himself again. So he's continually trying to ditch John and Althea in this episode. It doesn't work out. The men capture them again, or try to capture them again. And that's probably the scene that I enjoyed the most, was them all trying to fight off these guys when they were outnumbered. And Morgan also, it gave us an opportunity to see that Morgan has changed, that he is not killing these people. He's even giving second chances, where he knocked this guy off the roof and then immediately saves him from getting bit by a walker. And then the guy thanks him by punching him in the face. They go through the roof, and he still doesn't, and then he lets the guy get eaten, you know, but he's not just outright killing people. So we are seeing that change in Morgan. Later he tells Althea that he doesn't kill anymore. So he's like completely like the back to no kill Morgan, which I always liked him a little bit more than I liked the Killer Morgan. But I wish that there was just like a, you know, you can kill people if you have to, but you don't always have to. And I just wish that he would just be like that, like not so like either no kill, like I don't kill anyone, or kill everyone. Like he's always so extreme. So I'm hoping there can be like a middle ground there somewhere. This is kind of a shorter review for this episode because there's not a ton that happens besides getting to know Althea and John, which I like both of these characters a lot, and I really like that all three of them have teamed up together. So Morgan is hurt on his leg, and he decides reluctantly that he's gonna stay with them until he's healed, basically because he just tried to go out on his own again, and he is hurt badly enough where he almost got bit by a walker. I really liked how John was so caring, and he was like, okay, I understand that you need to go see this walker, even though he didn't know why, that he was willing to like take Morgan's backpack off, help him do what he needed to do. Like he just seems like a really good guy and a very loyal guy. Now, Althea does all of these interviews of people, but we don't really know anything about her, and I think that's gonna be something that doesn't come out right away. We're gonna be hearing the backstories of like Alicia, especially at the end when she sees Alicia and she's like, what's your story? That's how we're gonna hear what happened to all of them leading up to, you know, this time jump from the end of where the dam explodes to present day. But before I saw previews for next week's episode, I watched the end of the episode, and I was disappointed, to be honest, that like, one, we only saw our favorite characters in the last like minute of the show, and two, like, what the hell, Alicia? Like, they're out there ambushing people that they don't even know, and I was like, what are you doing? Are you like trying to take people's shit or what? Like, but then, so I was upset about that because it makes them really appear like they're not nice people. But then I watched the previews for next week's episode and I remembered the promos, and it does appear that some, you know, people are looting like everything and possibly even killing off survivors and groups to be able to take their stuff. And it sort of seems like Alicia and Strand, Luciana, and Nick are out there trying to figure out like who's doing it, and maybe they mistake, maybe they mistake Morgan and Althea and John for those people, because we do hear them ask about the flags, the numbered flags. So I did enjoy this episode quite a bit. I was just slightly disappointed that, you know, after watching all of the trailers, and the trailers looked so freaking good, that we didn't really get to see anything that was in the trailers in the premiere. And I think that's just what got me. Like, it was a great, all of this stuff needed to happen. I was just hopeful, like, it would have been nice to either have a longer episode where we could have seen more of our actual main Fear characters, or if they had shortened the intro to Morgan to the Fear. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted more because there's such a hype behind it. But that being said, I did enjoy the episode, and I'm very excited to see, you know, what the rest of Fear season 4 holds for us and for all of our characters. And we have to find out if Daniel's still alive. Like, when are we gonna know? And I just have to say, I'm gonna be really angry if we finally got him back at the end of season 3 only to lose him again. That would make me so mad. Okay, you guys, that's it for this review. Let me know what your thoughts were in the comments below, and I will see you next week for our Fear the Walking Dead episode 2 reaction video. Have a great day. Bye.